Hello students, today in our botany session of biomolecules, we will be dealing the concept of amino acids today. In our previous session of biomolecules content, we dealt about the organic matter which is present in both living and non-living things. So now we will be dealing about the biological compounds, amino acids in detail. So what is an amino acid? Which is nothing but amino acids are those which consist of an amine group and an acidic group in it. So amino acids are those which contains an amine group and an acidic group in it. So on combination it is called as what? Amino acids. You will be getting some detailed questions in this chapters as far as amino acids are concerned. So let us move to the topic. So what is an amino acid? Amino acids are organic compounds, it's the first expected question, containing an amino group and an acidic as a substitutes on the same carbon atom. Is it clear? So what is the acid here? It is going to be the carboxylic acid. So amino acids are those which consist of an amino group and an amino group and an acidic group in it. Yes? Come on. It has got the carbon, which you know it is an organic compound. Yeah, it has got an acidic part in it and it has got an amino part in it. So on combination, this is called as what acid? Amino acids. On what carbon it has got? It has got an alpha carbon. So this can be your expected question. So how the name amino acid is being derived? The name amino acid is being derived. It has got an amino group and an acidic group. So hence amino acids are called as alpha amino acids. So hence amino acids are basically called as what? Alpha amino acids. So amino acids are substituted with methane as substituted methanes. For example, see, it has got methane. There are 4 subsequent groups occupying the 4 valency positions. So there are 4 subsequent groups occupying the 4 valency positions. Next, these are hydrogen, carboxylic group, amino group and a variable R group. So please keep it in mind is that, and please do recollect the videos of carbohydrates is that, or please do see the content of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates has got carbon, hydrogen and oxygen in them, whereas your proteins has got carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen in them. This is also one expected question which you get. So if this is going to be the R, probably these are the structures which has been attached over here. So that's the exact division what we have told. So it is the R chain, it is an amine group and it is going to be the carboxylic group. So all the 4 sites has been occupied. Yeah. Based on the R group, there are many type of amino acids. What is that? There may be some R group which contains hydrogen. Yeah, there may be some R group which contains hydrogen. Some contains the R group maybe an alcohol. Right, we are going to discuss all these things now. Come on. Amino acids which occur in proteins are only of 21 types. So there are 21 types in them. Yeah. The R group, these are proteinaceous amino acids could be, come on, and hydrogen. Yes. If hydrogen is there as an R group, it is called as glycine, and glycine is the simplest form of amino acids. This you can get as an expected question. Come on. Instead, if the R is substituted by an hydrogen, that amino acid is going to be glycine, and glycine is going to be one of the simplest amino acid. It can have a methyl group, that is going to be alanine, and it has got an hydroxymethyl group, that is going to be serine. Please do recollect it. Once it has got hydrogen, it is going to be glycine, that is an expected question. Next, if it has got a methyl group, it is called as alanine. And if it has got a hydroxymethyl group, it is going to be serine, right? Come on. The H, the R place, it has been occupied by H. Now it is called as what? Glycine. Come on. It is occupied by a methyl group. Now it is called as what? Alanine. Next, it is going to be occupied by the hydroxymethyl group. So it is going to be serine. So keep that in mind. This can be an expected question. Serine. So chemical and physical properties of amino acids are due to the amino group, carboxylic group, or functional groups. So, you know, R can be substituted with any factors or anything, like as we saw in the previous slide, hydrogen, methyl group, all those stuff. So, the physical and chemical properties of amino acids are due to all these things. Come on, amino group and acidic group. So, based on amino and carboxylic groups attached to the amino acids are acidic amino acids. Come on. As far as acidic amino acids concerned, please do have one thing in mind, is that it will have two acidic positions. It has got how many acidic positions? It has got two acidic positions. If it is going to be there, that is going to be acetic amino acid. Please do have that in mind. It has got two carboxylic acid group, right? That is going to be acidic amino acid. Examples are going to be glutamic acid and aspartic acid. So, this can be an expected question. They could have given the diagram of one amino acid and they will ask you to find whether it is acidic or basic or neutral. If you want to identify an acidic amino acid, it has got how many COOH ends? It has got 2 COOH. Now have an idea. So, the next type of amino acids, it could be basic amino acid. In acidic amino acid, what we saw, it has got 2 acetic ends. In basic amino acid, it has got 2 amine ends. Come on, it has got what? 2 amine ends. If it has got 2 amine ends, that is amino groups, that is going to be the basic amino acid. So, it has got what? It has got histidine, lysine and arginine. Histidine, lysine, and then it is going to be arginine. These are examples of basic amino acids. So, what is a neutral amino acid? It has got one amine group and one carboxylic group. Come on, it has got one amine group and one carboxylic group. So, this is basically called as a neutral amino acid. Neutral has got one acidic and an acidic group and an carboxylic acidic group and an amine group. Basic has got what? 2 amine groups and 1 carboxylic end, and acidic amino acids are got what? 2 COOH ends. So, this is one expected question which you can basically get on. If the structure is being given, just look for the amino positions and the acidic positions, so that you can easily scrutinize the which type of amino acid it is. So, aromatic amino acids, you know better. Aromatic amino acids are amino acids that include aromatic ring in their structure. You can just make a note of it, aromatic ring in their structure. Example, tyrosine, phenylalanine, tryptophan. Tyrosine, phenylalanine, and then it is going to be tryptophan. Yeah, these are the examples. So, what are Suture ions? So, what do you mean by Suture ions now? Come on. A molecule such as amino acid that carries both positive and negative charges is basically called as Suture ion. So, an amino acid which carries both acidic and neutral part, that is, it is going to be the both terminals, a positive end and a negative end, is basically called as what? Suture ions. Come on, it has got these Suture ions in them. Yeah. So, a Suture ion is a neutral molecule, yeah, and it has got what? A positive and a negative electrical charges. So, once if it is kept in an electrolytic solution, it will not move because it has got equal amount of what? Positive as well as negative ions. The neutral molecule, that can be an expected question. Next. A particular property of amino acids is due to the ionizable nature of NH2 and COOH. So, that it is again one unique property of NH2 and COOH. Yeah. An amino acid can have several forms depending upon the pH of the system. Is that as low pH or acidic conditions, the amino acids is protonated by the addition of proton. This you can just have a note of it, that is all. So, at high or basic pH, the hydroxylic, that is the carboxylic, is deprotonated by removal of proton. So, come on, in low pH, that is in acidic conditions, the amino acid is protonated. At high pH, that is basic, the carboxylic end is what? Protonated. Carboxylic end is deprotonated. So, this is what is a basic structure, and you can get the question of Suture ion in this. You can get a structure of Suture ion. So, hence, in solutions of different pH, the structure of amino acid changes. Come on, Suture ion in aqueous solution. now a positive ion overall gets a +1, no longer a Suture ion. So that once the amino acids keeps on changing. If a Suture ion has been there, it keeps on changing its charges. So that is basically one unique property of an amino acids. So probably now we discussed about the content of amino acids. We discussed about the various type of amino acids, that is basically an acidic, neutral and a basic amino acids, and we also discussed about Suture ions. Try to recollect all these points so that it will be easy for your preparation. In our next session, we will be dealing a concept of lipids. Thank you, students.